Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video, we're pleased to bring you an unboxing video of the brand new Garmin Fenix 8 47mm AMOLED watch. This is the Sapphire titanium version, and we've got the one with the spark orange and graphite band. So we've only just taken delivery of these new watches, and the first thing we wanted to do, which is what we always do, is do a little unboxing just so we can see what's inside the box and anything we can see that's obviously different from the previous watches. We will be doing some more technical videos, going through all the specs and differences from the older watches, and we'll start doing watch videos on us actually using the device when we're out and about. So on the box we can see this is the AMOLED Sapphire one, so it's going to have the bright AMOLED screen, which is the first time we've seen this on a Fenix watch. So that's very like the screen, or the same screen should I say, as we have on the Epix range of watches. This is the 47mm one, so it's the middle-sized one available on the AMOLED Fenix 8. So turning the box round, we'll have serial numbers. Generally, no, we haven't actually got serial numbers. It'll just be the barcode numbers and a little bit small the text for me to read, but it has got information just confirming which colour watch we have got. But of course we can see from the lovely picture on the front that this is the titanium one with the orange band. So let's get the watch open and see what we get inside. So I'm just going to turn it around, and it looks like we've got a seal. I've just caught that seal as I opened the box, so there's a little seal on the back here. Just going to pull that open, so it's a little bit different to the little cellophane steel seals that they used to put on. And we'll carefully take this one out and see what we've got inside. So there we have it. This is the Fenix 8 AMOLED watch. So we'll just pull it out the box and put that to one side. It looks like we're going to have some little slots in the box on the side, which we have a charging cable, and I'm expecting some paperwork on this side. So we'll see what we've got inside. We've got the standard Garmin sort of safety product information and a small leaflet that I'm sure is going to be just a quick start, basically telling you to go to the Garmin Connect app to start the watch up. So I'll put the paperwork to one side, and I'll just take the watch out of this little protective sort of cardboard, which is there really to keep the shape. So this one, it's the orange, they describe it as spark orange graphite on the band. I do like these sort of two-tone sort of coloured bands. So I'll just turn it around, give you a look at it on the back. So it's got the graphite colour on the back, and on the front the orange, but you can see sort of the graphite coming through the slots on the actual strap. It's the normal sort of very soft silicone strap. This is a 22mm band that you get with the 47mm watch. And like all the Garmin straps now, it'll be the quick release ones where you just got the little tabs so you can quickly interchange the straps. On the back, it's the heart rate monitor that we did actually have on the Fenix 7 and the Epix 2 Pro watches. So it's just telling us a bit of information on the back that it's the titanium sapphire, and that we can do 40 meters dive. It's water resistant to 100 meters, but it'll do 40 meters diving. It's more like a sort of, I would say, not the main part of the back, but actually this outer part's like a sort of matte finish. I don't know if that's coming across on the video. So it's a slightly different finish to what I've seen on the back of the Fenix 7s and the Epix 2 Pro watches. So we'll turn it back around. I'm just going to peel off the protective cover on the front there. So that's just a protective cover. So this is the one with the sapphire bezel. Now what I've actually got, it's not the actual Epix watch 47mm, but I've got a Fenix 7 47mm to the right here. So I'm just going to bring that in. Something we noticed from the paperwork that's been changed. If you look, the bezel's a lot slimmer. The outer bezel, I would say, is a lot neater looking. It's not as industrial looking. Still a titanium bezel. What that actually gives us is a bigger screen. So this actual Fenix 8 47 AMOLED has a 1.4 inch screen. If we were comparing that to the previous watches, the Fenix 7 or the Epix 2 Pros, that is the same size screen as the next size up, the 51mm watches. So because they've made the bezel smaller, we've actually got a bigger screen. So we're getting a 1.4 inch 454 times 454 pixels, and this is the bright AMOLED screen. So I'll just move this one to the side now, but you can see the difference there straight away of the bezel. So I really do like the look of this nicer looking sort of less industrial bezel. So it is a titanium finish. I'm just going to turn the watch around on the side. So I know something new, a new feature that's been added to the Fenix 8 range is a microphone. So I have a feeling the microphone, from what I've read, is behind this protective piece here that actually protects the altimeter holes as well. The buttons, I'm actually just see if I can turn the watch on. I had heard that the buttons had a slightly different feel. They're what we call, or Garmin are calling leak-proof buttons. They're designed so that if you do your swimming and your diving, the buttons can actually be used underwater with no issues of any water ingress. Not an issue I've ever come across on the older watches, but they have confirmed that, because generally they say try not to use buttons when you're actually underwater, but with this one they've clearly marked the new buttons. They're calling them leak-proof buttons, so that is a difference. They do have a slightly different feel when I press them in. It's hard to explain, but they do feel slightly different to the buttons that we had on the Fenix 7 and the Epix 2. So really, when we look at the style of the watch, what's changed? It's this slimmer bezel, which gives us the bigger screen. This finish, I'm really impressed with the finish. I like this sort of, it's like got more of a matte tint to it. Again, if I bring in a titanium bezel on the older Fenix 7 watch that I've got to the right, which is a 47mm watch, you see it's just a slightly different type of finish. I'll turn them over on the side. You can see the bit now we've got that's protecting the altimeter holes, and I have a feeling the microphone is there as well. And if I just turn them round, check on the back, so they've both got the same style heart rate, but yeah, they are very similar on the back, I suppose. So I'm just going to again move this out of the way, the old one, and turn this one back round. So we're not actually going to activate it yet. We will do some videos showing you how you activate it and link with the Garmin Connect app. So again, if you were an owner of, say, I'm comparing this really to the Epix 2 Pro 47mm, as that's the previous one that had the AMOLED screen. So if you had that watch and you're looking for a different, newer watch with an AMOLED screen, the main differences that I've noted are the screen size. On this one's 1.4 inch compared to the slightly smaller 1.3 inch on the previous 47mm on either the Epix 2 Pro or the Fenix 8. Weight's about the same. I mean, this one's 73 grams. So I know when I looked at the Epix 2 Pro 47mm, that was 70 grams. So there's not difference in weight. Battery is better if we were comparing this. So I'm going to compare it to an AMOLED screen watch, because really we don't want to compare it to the MIP screens that we also have available on the Fenix 8 Solars, or we had on the Fenix 7 Solar. Remember, this is a bright AMOLED screen, so I'm going to compare the battery life to the Epix 2 Pro 47mm. So on the older Epix 2 Pro 47, GPS only, we had 42 hours. This one's got 47 hours, so that's increased by 5 hours. If you got the screen on all the time, it was 30 hours on the older Epix 2 Pro 47. This one is 37, so again, 7 hours increase. If you're using with all satellites on, the older Epix 2 Pro 47mm was 32 hours. This one is 38 hours. So again, 6 hours increase. If you had the screen on all the time, it was 24 hours with all satellites on the older Epix. This one is 30 hours, so again, an increase of 6 hours. So really physical differences, the bezel, screen size bigger, some different colours available, battery life, bit of an increase there. And we've actually got the microphone now, which can be used for voice assistance, like a Siri sort of assistance, to ask the watch to do certain things like play music, etc. You can also make voice notes. I've been told on the spec, we will try this, that the actual torch that we've got on it at the top is brighter. It's got brighter LEDs on the torch. I mentioned the leak-proof buttons because it's actually got the dive function now. We're not divers ourselves, so it's not an activity we do with GPS training. But if you were into your diving, Garmin do a range of dive watches. But when you look at the spec on the new Fenix 8s, they've got all the dive functions built in for your depth distances and everything. And I think that's probably why we've now got these new, what we call the leak-proof buttons. And the main thing I think we're going to see when we start using the watch, the whole user interface has had a really big refresh and looks different. So we'll not see that until we start using it. So we'll start doing more videos on that. And I gather there's a few new features on the navigation side of things, on how you see your routes and how you move around on the map. There's a few extra features. We'll start playing about with those, and once we know more information and we've actually used them, we'll start putting videos together showing us using the watch. And of course, all of our online training course videos we'll be spending the coming weeks, once we start using the watches, putting those together. So I need to pass this watch over to my boss John now, because I know he's really keen to get this on his wrist and start using it. And then when we get the other Fenix 8, the ones with the MIP screen, the solar ones in, we'll do another unboxing video. And then again, we'll start putting videos together on the one with the memory and pixel screen. But this one, remember, this is the AMOLED screen, which is now available on a Fenix 8. This one is the 47mm version with a 1.4-inch screen. It's with a spark orange band and the titanium bezel. And the last thing I did mean to show you was the charging cable. I'm just going to take this out. Garmin have started putting the charging cables with a USB-C rather than USB-A at the end that you put into the plug. So it's got the standard 4 pins that go into the back of the unit. So what we actually do with GPS training, if you purchase a watch from us, we actually give you a little adapter, because we know not all customers have the option of a USB-C output. So we give you a little adapter that we'll put in with your package that lets you put it at the end of the cable and use a standard USB-A plug. So I hope you found this unboxing video useful, and our first look at the brand new Garmin Fenix 8 47mm AMOLED screen watch with a spark orange and graphite band.